there, welcome to a brand new episode of Baffled. This is Connor Explains. My name is Dan. Mark is also here.
Hello!
This is where we put one topic in the hands of the guy who thinks like no one else, whose hands are so slippery with ideas, it'll slide all over the place. And he says he's going to do one thing, before you know it, it's something completely different. What are we learning and explaining this week, Connor?
NFTs.
Non-fungible tokens.
Indeed.
If you can explain to me what the word fungible means in the next 10 or so minutes, then you've done a good job.
I'm good.
Take it away. What are NFTs, apart from a lot of hot nonsense?
NFTs stand for, yes, Dan, non-fungible tokens. But at a basic level, for anybody out there that has absolutely no idea what an NFT is, it's basically a digital asset that links ownership to unique physical or digital items. The best way to kind of describe it is a Pokemon card, a digital version of something like that. It's a good way of looking at it, I think.
Okay.
And anyway, thank you for listening. Do subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what we've got?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah?
No, I've got a lot more.
Good.
Yeah, so things like art, real estate, music, videos, NFTs real estate can be considered as an NFT, yeah.
But real, I mean, the clue's in the word real
estate, yeah, but you can buy that through NFTs.
But I thought you said NFTs was digital.
It is digital, but
You can't buy a digital house.
I'm just
I can
posing the research.
I can I can buy a house with the Charlie Bit My Finger video.
No, so NFTs have value, but they have value in a different way through crypto.
No, I know that they've got their own value through crypto, but maybe it's possible. There is no way that for the next few years anyone is swapping a house with some digital Pokemon card.
Well, you'll be surprised how much money is being spent on NFTs. You will be very, very surprised. They're modern day collectibles. That's the idea of an NFT, really. They are modern day collectibles. I don't know if anybody's been on Twitter recently and heard much about humanoids. Heard about humanoids?
No.
Humanoids are a really, really popular version of NFTs at the minute. They're basically, you might have seen a few people that have changed their Twitter profile pictures, Snoop Dogg being one, to these kind of little digital kind of heads, basically. They're created by an artist. Snoop Dogg's is worth 1.4 million.
I mean, it just looked like it should be from an 80s.
Yeah, that's 1.4 million.
That's just 8-bit from an 80s video game. That's all that is.
Who is putting the value on this? Who's decided that that's that?
Okay, so this is the thing. So I want to give you a little bit of an understanding of an NFT. The idea of it and what kind of distinguishes an NFT is that it's unique and it can't be replaced with something else. That's the difference between an NFT and crypto. Obviously with crypto, something like Bitcoin, you can swap Bitcoin for Bitcoin. It has the same kind of value, right?
Right.
One Bitcoin for one Bitcoin. The idea of an NFT is Snoop Dogg as an example. Everybody listening right now as well, go onto Twitter, look at Snoop Dogg's profile picture. That is what you call humanoid. That is a version of an NFT. He has the original of that one. Yeah, you can copy it, you paste it, do whatever you want with it. He has the original, and this is going to blow your mind, JPEG, that is worth 1.4 million.
But who's,
it's a
so
JPEG
is
file.
it, not even a TIFF, I mean, come on. So it's kind of the digital equivalent of owning like an original Damien Hirst painting.
The good way of looking at it, and this is where I get into a world of, okay, it makes a bit more sense. Pokemon, you got a Charizard card. Yeah?
Yes.
Charizard card, very expensive, a lot of history to it. The only reason Charizard cards are at the price that a Charizard card is at, which is, I think, for a first edition, you're looking at like £300,000, is because of the demand. People want them. It's like this with the humanoid or any NFT. It's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it.
No, I get that. The problem is, well, there are many issues I have. Look, that is rubbish.
So you say.
Snoop Dogg's, that is like, I understand people paying, millions of pounds for some great art where there is clearly talent involved. There's a thought that's been here. Someone has just mugged Snoop Dogg off here and saying, look, I'm going to make a Microsoft Paint version of you and I'm going to charge you this.
It's a version of digital art. That's how people are looking at it. So
yeah, but it is crap.
It is crap.
I know, crap or not. Well, okay, a Charizard card in Pokemon really is crap. It's a fucking character on a piece of card. It's worth 300 grand.
Very quick, the argument there is, if I'm in the world of Pokemon...
But there is a world of this now.
1 second. If I'm in the world of Pokemon, I can understand why that's important because it has certain powers and it has certain prestige within the game. I genuinely believe, if you care about NFTs and digital art, I still think that you would look at that and think, that looks rubbish.
Yeah, but if you're looking at making money, you buy it. So I know of people...
How can you guarantee that you have the original, though? I could just right-click save as JPEG.
No.
And I've got a JPEG of it.
It goes down in it.
Yeah. There's ways. It's like like when you have an original of, I don't know, Floyd Mayweather's boxing gloves from his first fight, there'll be a license to it to show that you have that one. This is, I think, a momentary thing. I'll be honest with you. I think it's momentary. I don't think this will last forever. But a good way of looking at it is you can't trade that for something else of the same sort because you have the original. It's like a Charizard card. You swap it for another Charizard card. It might not be as good, blah, blah, blah. It's a digital version of that. And it's used Ethereum. Ethereum is a type of crypto. That's how you buy these things. It's Ethereum coin. It's a form of cryptocurrency that you trade NFTs with. Crazy. New world.
So Snoop Dogg has a thing here that says, an NFT sitcom featuring me and the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Drops at 2:11 p.m. EST.
Yeah, and then people invest in it. Yeah.
Well, what is an NFT sitcom?
So an NFT sitcom, so you would invest in the original. I don't know how that would work necessarily in NFT world, but it'd obviously be some form of investment for people.
Right, so I'm fully on board. I'm not fully on board. I understand the point of Ether and Bitcoin and the blockchain. I think someone's woken up one day and thought, how can we really mug these suckers off? You know, the parents of the Charlie Bit My Finger kid.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? Let's take that video off YouTube with millions, billions of views and let's sell it for money and some old sods paid for it.
The NFTs I personally look at as they are just, and this is kind of, a lot of people go, but I've seen this all over Twitter. It's the very, very, very futuristic modern day version of somebody like Van Gogh and Picasso. Okay, that is crazy to compare these artists, but it's the same concept, you know. So many people have the Mona Lisa hanging in their lounge, but it's not the original.
I do. Do you?
Do
you, Dan?
My nan did.
Yeah.
But NFTs literally can be anything: drawings, music, your brain downloaded and turned into AI. I think there's an NFT floating around right now that is an artist. I can't remember what artist it is, but it's all of their ideas put onto an NFT, and somebody bought it with Ethereum. It's crazy.
It's here.
But a lot of the excitement, sorry, just to kind of give you a bit of the thing that's really getting people is the idea of using tech to sell digital art. That's where people are like getting little boners about it.
I think deep down, deep down, no one cares. I think people tell themselves they care because people want to appear that they care. But
I agree.
No one cares.
It's just. I completely agree. I think like. A friend of mine has bought 3 humanoids and he sent me the photos of his humanoids. They look like cool pieces of art. I'll be honest with you. Like, I would frame the humanoid that's been created. They're like these little robot guys with like beanie hats on and spliffs hanging out their mouth.
Roughly, how much did he pay?
So each one individual is 1.5k.
Yeah.
But they're all individually worth now 7.
Who wants to buy them?
Other people.
But the thing is,
collectors.
Why?
Because people want to collect all the humanoids. Jeez. That one Snoop Dogg's got there, I believe, I'm throwing this out, but there's a version of humanoids called punk humanoids, punks or whatever. And they're kind of like, they look like they're...
Is that just not the name for people who are investing in these humanoids?
Yeah. But they look like they're not focused, don't they? It looks like old school kind of digi art, right?
Yeah, it looks like 8-bit video game.
8-bit, yeah. So, and people collect them all, want to... Yeah, I think there's a guy who's just sold one for like 4 mil.
I moderately get with Snoop Dogg because that's Snoop Dogg 1. Like, it's got the prestige of it being Snoop Dogg. No offence. Who cares that your mates got these and why have they almost like quintupled in value?
But I guess it's the same thing about like the crypto thing when it first started. Everyone was like, kind of nonsense. What is all this shit? Now look at it. You know, it's booming.
Have you seen them? The ones with the spliff. This guy.
Yeah. You sent me all 3 of them. Yeah, I think one of them had, or maybe not a spliff. It was a what are the things you blow when you're at a party and it goes like that.
Oh,
and like one of them hanging, but they're like little robot heads. It's his profile picture. I can literally show you it right now.
Thing.
Is it worth, as in looking at the art, quotes, do you see that and think that's worth 1.5 grand?
No, I don't. I do think it's cool art. Genuinely, I think it's quite cool. It looks kind of cool. But I don't think for 2 seconds that it's worth the amount of money people are paying. But then again, I don't think a lot of things are in life. Like a good example is bloody Yeezys. You know, when they were $1,000 a trainer. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll show you. I can't open my WhatsApp. But these are the humanoids that people are buying. So
I mean, they're a lot better than
punk.
Snoop Dogg's is.
You get like, they dress them. There you go. That's a version. Gen 1. So like my mate's one's got like a beanie on it.
Imagine if you...
See, that I can actually genuinely say that's a bit artistic and I can go for that. Snoop Dogg's, it looks like an 8-bit character that I could make in Paint. Bullshit.
So there's another thing. There's another one at the minute, which is a bored ape. Bored ape. That's flying. I think that just sold for, get me if I'm wrong, Mark. You're going to Google, I think it's about 100 grand maybe. Bored ape NFT. I think that's something that people are up to at the minute. Yeah, there we go. Bored ape NFT. It's like a version. So there's basically a bored ape right there.
Apparently it's the most expensive one right now in the Yacht Club collection.
So these...
It's a very... I'll say one thing. Dan, I am with you, bud. I completely agree with you. But, mate, it's f***ing doing something right now. It's crazy. People are making money.
It's doing
money.
It's doing somewhat. It doesn't...
It's money, man. It's people are making money from it. I don't know why. I don't know how, but they are.
Because they're all mugs. Listen, thank you very much. I'm absolutely furious. Thank you very much for listening to this brand new episode of Baffled. I'll be back in lighter spirits next Tuesday because we've got a guest on the show. Make sure you follow us. Find out who it is. In the meantime, get in touch, info@bafflepod.com. We're at BafflePod on all your socials. Say goodbye, Mark.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Connor.
Just reading, Bored Ape Yacht Club made 7.3 million in 7 days. See you later.
These people, well, Yacht Club's in the name. That was all you need to know. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Acast recommends more podcasts, more episodes, more great shows. Keep listening to hear a new show we recommend.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Zoltan, and I am one of the co-hosts of a podcast called The Real Question. On The Real Question, I talk with one of my best friends, Casper ter Kuile, about really vulnerable things, questions that we have about our lives and how we can become better people in this complicated world. Over the last few weeks, we have talked about whether or not, as a white lady, I am a Karen. Casper has brought the question about whether or not he should go back to school. I ask myself what it means to try to do self-care. We really wrestle with questions that I think are acute in all of our lives. Come on over to The Real Question wherever it is that you listen to your podcasts and be part of our conversation.
Acast recommends.